What's up guys, it's Andy and I have another non-riding but still horse related video for you guys today. First, I'd like to say I'm very thoroughly enjoying my new Carrots top. I'm actually going to wear this riding in my lesson tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. I love how soft it is. It's really thin, kind of like a sun shirt. And if you didn't see my Dover haul, that is where this came from. I will go ahead and link the Dover haul video either here or here for you to go back and watch if you haven't already. So today what we're going to be doing is comparing close contact contoured jump saddle pads. So I have kind of been collecting them, different brands and different colors. I like my neutral colors, so gray, black, navy blue, those types of colors. I'm not one for bright colors, I guess you could say. I leave that to my outfits. And so I'm going to be comparing 3 brands that I found. If these brands are originating from a language that is not my own and I pronounce them incorrectly, I apologize. I'm from the Midwest. I've got an accent apparently. I don't think I have an accent, other people do. And I am really terrible at pronunciation to begin with. So I will be comparing WoofWear, Mieux, and Weatherbeeta close contact contoured jump pads. They all have a contoured shoulder, they all have a girth protection patch, and they all have D-ring Velcro as opposed to a girth billet Velcro, which is like the average square pad. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna break down cost, we're gonna break down shipping time and any issues. We're also going to look at what they're made of, different materials, and we are also going to kind of compare and see what my personal favorite is. You guys can let me know what your personal favorite is down below. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, share, you know, get us out in the equestrian community so that our little channel can grow even more. I just looked and views are kind of going up on some of the older videos. The newer videos aren't doing as well, but we have hit 61 subscribers, so I would like to welcome everybody who is new to my channel, and I hope you continue to enjoy content. So let's go ahead and get started comparing these saddle pads. So first let's take a look online. I have bought all of my Mieux from Mieux's website. I bought Weatherbeeta from the Weatherbeeta site, and I got my WoofWear pad from Saddler's Row online, which is a store out of Illinois, and they do have an online shop that you can find those saddle pads. I will start by saying cotton saddle pads are sold out pretty much everywhere. I don't know why. I know it's a popular style, but you will never convince me to use suede saddle pads. I hate them. Everything sticks to them. Dirt, hair, hay, they are horrible. So I will desperately keep looking for cotton close contact pads because I refuse to use the suede ones. So this is Mieux's website. It's through Horse Health something. It's out of the UK. This is the Pro Sport Close Contact Square, and it is in many different colors. I just picked black to show you guys. The burgundy is a little too red for me. I'd like more of a maroon color, but it doesn't matter because they're all sold out anyways. So let's go ahead and go to the description. So they've got pretty good, fits most jumping saddles, has a high wither, D-ring tabs, teardrop girth protection area. I'm trying to think what fabrics they have here. They're machine washable, which is nice. I usually wash mine in the washing machine and let them hang dry. Has a bamboo lining. I'm not sure what the material on the girth protection is, but it's almost like a faux leather. It's very odd, faux leather in this area here. And then it's got the individual billet straps for mono flaps as well as just an open flap for a regular saddle. And then we've got the D-ring, and it's got a nice lined spine. Most saddles would be a large. A small medium would be for a pony size saddle, I think. So that is the Mieux. Now for Weatherbeeta, we have got a PVC covered girth patch. PVC is kind of a synthetic scratchy fabric. It's not my favorite. It also claims to be cotton. When I touch it, it does not feel like cotton. So it says cotton pad, wick easy lining. It also has a breathable mesh spine, so that's nice. Also has the D-ring. So as you can, it doesn't zoom in like Mieux does, but it has a mesh spine, which is actually really nice. But the outside is almost like a microfiber. So microfiber makes my OCD freak out. Like I can't touch microfiber. It makes me insane. But you can also see lacking in most colors, unfortunately, unless you want yellow, mustard yellow, or lime green, which to me, this does not look like a lime. That's like highlighter yellow. So again, limited options. Then looking at Saddler's Row, we've got the WoofWear close contact saddle pad. And you can see this is a little bit different. It has some piping on it. That's on all of them. It too has the PVC type, well, let me scroll down and see if I can do better. PVC type girth protection patch. Also has the D-rings. I do not believe it has a mesh spine. So it comes in a whole bunch of cute different colors, but many of them, again, sold out. So this is a poly cotton saddle pad, and it feels more similar to the true cotton Mieux pad than everything else. I kind of compare everything to Mieux because that is what I've really enjoyed. I found it to be true to the description. So basically, that's the overview of the products themselves. Let's take a look at pricing. So WoofWear, $69.99. It is coming from an American company, so I find that to be a little bit high personally, especially since it isn't quite as nice as a Mieux. And then you also will pay shipping on it depending where you live in the US. I believe I got mine for free shipping, but tax did apply, so that took it over $70. And that's just for one pad. It's kind of hard to justify, but this type of saddle pad is gonna go for a higher price. Weatherbeeta, I got mine for $48.95, just like this. It was one of the decreased price colors. And I got the gray, which, let me go back to gray. It does not actually look gray. It was a lot lighter in the picture than when it arrived at my house. Oh my goodness. Why are there so many pictures here? So I got this because I thought it was pretty comparable to the Mieux, and it is very dark, very dark. We'll take a look at it in a second. So again, I'm pretty sure I had to pay shipping on this. So it came out to probably $50-something, $60-something. So definitely cheaper option, but you do get what you pay for, unfortunately. So it is probably the cheapest quality out of all of them. And then Mieux. Mieux goes for, actually, let me switch this over to American pricing. Why can't I switch this over to American pricing? I think I gotta sign in. Oh, here we go. Preference, US dollar, confirm. Sorry guys, for those of you in the UK, we're now switching to US dollars. So yeah, the cotton CC goes for $57.99, which is pretty good. Free shipping over $100, so usually I buy 2 pads at a time, gets me over $50. No shipping. The only downside to this is if I can even find a saddle pad that I like and it's in stock, it will take upwards of 2 to 4 weeks to get to me in the United States because it does come from the UK. So that's kind of a downside. You will have to wait for it. But again, it's not the most expensive option. Now, if you only buy one and you have to pay shipping, depending where you're at, that could be upwards of an additional $20. Even still, that puts you in the $70 range. And like I said, the WoofWear is already $69.95 before tax. So Price-wise, they're pretty comparable, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So now we'll go ahead and go look at the saddle pads one by one and just kind of talk about them. All right, let's go over what I think about each saddle pad and kind of break down the order in which I like them. And then you guys can let me know what contoured saddle pads are your favorite down in the comments, and we'll wrap up the video for today. So I figured we'd start with my least favorite, which, you guessed it, Weatherbeeta. This is what it looks like. The mesh spine isn't mesh all the way through. I just noticed that. So it's thinner than the cotton everywhere else, but it's not a thin mesh, which doesn't, I don't think that makes it much more breathable if you have lining underneath the mesh. Anyways, the D-ring Velcro is pretty good quality Velcro. It's not poorly put together. There are a few loose threads here and there. This outer material is just, it's kind of microfibery. I really don't like it. The inside is a nice soft cotton for sure, 100%. This PVC, not a fan. I prefer the Mieux like fake leather situation going on there. This does not have the billets, the billet straps for monoflap saddles. It just has, you know, regular. I don't think that's a deal breaker. I don't own a monoflap, and if you have a monoflap, you can just put the billets through here. It's not a big deal. So Weatherbeeta, just, I don't know. Price, great. Shipping, it came relatively on time, maybe a week or two. Quality, you're gonna get what you pay for. So I would rate this my lowest favorite saddle pad, but I will still use it. I may not order any more though, unless I'm limited, because again, can't find these anywhere, so I will take what I can get and when I get it. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, before I move on to the next one, I just want to say, so this is supposed to be gray. This is like charcoal gray. When you compare it to the Mieux, like, that's not even close. You guys saw the picture on the website. There's no way that this is, it's just not, I'm just not about it. Not about it. All right, moving on. Second place, the WoofWear. Not even taking the tag off it yet. Maybe I'll ride in it tomorrow, see how it goes. This is more true cotton, same material inside and outside, versus Weatherbeeta had like two different materials going on. Same thing with the PVC. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know how I feel about the piping. I'm more of just a like solid color type girl, but it is white, so I guess that's like a compromise. And kind of same situation. It looks pretty well sewn together. It does just have a regular spine, no mesh, anything like that. The Velcro is pretty strong, and I believe the spine is actually 1 inch longer than the Mieux, which I really liked because I do have an 18-inch saddle, and I do find with the Mieux it sits almost right on the very back of the saddle pad, which can be bad for pressure on a horse's back. So that is a plus for WoofWear. However, it is technically, before tax and shipping and all that, the most expensive one, and I don't think the quality justifies how expensive it is. Now, the benefit is you're supporting a small business. You know, it's a saddlery out of Illinois. Obviously, they buy the WoofWear product. It's not theirs, but they did send me a little cookie pack, Mrs. Pasture's Cookies for Horses. So it's got like 3 little cookies in there. So they sent those for the horses, and I thought that was really nice of them. So got a nice little sample pack. All in all, it's like obviously the customer service of a small business. So if you're into that, it's a good option. And finally, in first place, Mieux. Now, this is my black one. I ruined it by putting it in the dryer like a moron. So I've like rubbed off this kind of fake leather plush cushion here. I've rubbed off the Mieux. I'm so sad. Like, I will definitely pay to buy another black Mieux cotton CC pad because it's my favorite. And what I like is they're so flexible. Like, look at that. And versus this. It's just, it's not the same. And this is really stiff. And this is just well broken in. Like, you can fold this into quarters. You can only fold that in half. Like, you can't even compare the two. Now, this one I have washed a decent amount of times, still holding up the color, other than my little dryer incident. Everything has gone perfectly fine. The same cotton material inside and outside. It does not have a mesh spine, but, you know, that's not the end of the world. And I just, listen, like nothing. It's not loud. It's not scratchy. When the girth moves, it doesn't make noise. So, I don't know. Mieux. Mieux is where it's at. Let's take a look at my gray one more time, just so you can see what a nice one looks like. So this one is newer. It's still flexible, even though I've only used it twice. I washed it once. So you can see the leather patch is much nicer when you didn't melt it off in the dryer. And not to mention, it's actually padded. Like, this has padding underneath the fake leather. Like, how you just, and again, this is the only one that has the billet straps. So here, if I had a mono flap, I could put a billet here, put 3 billets like that, okay? Regular girth also fits through here. Plenty of room, even the fuzzy girth. Like, I don't know, guys. I cannot justify the only downside, other than not being in stock. But that is a downside for every single one of these brands, because none of them are ever in stock in the colors that I want, which are boring colors, I'm aware, but it's what I want. They're never in stock. Downside is the wait time for postage. I also had to work with, it was either, I think the Postal Service dropped it off, but it comes via the Royal Post. That's the shipping that I chose because it was the free shipping. And I had to actually coordinate with the US Post Office to allow them to leave it without a signature, because it actually required a signature upon delivery. I waived that, so for future deliveries, I haven't had to sign for them, but just something to consider. You will wait 2 to 4 weeks, if not longer, and that's after you've waited however many months to try and even get the one you wanted, because they're no longer in stock. I have messaged Mieux on Instagram, and I also commented on one of their more recent posts, and they have not gotten back to me as far as if they are getting rid of the cotton CC pads. I don't know why they would, because they are a great product. And if you're like me, you don't like suede. You don't like how it feels. You don't like how it collects dust and literally anything that's on the ground. So I think they should definitely bring back the cotton CC pad. And if they did it in fun colors, I would maybe expand my horizons to some fun colors. So that is gonna wrap up today's video. Kind of short, kind of weird, and I've never done a video like this before. So if you liked this video, like it and comment down below what your favorite of the 3 is, if you have any experience with them at all. And, you know, let's keep our little community growing, and I will hopefully have some more videos to post for you guys this month. We're gonna see, again, like I mentioned in my last video of riding Daisy, which I will go ahead and post here. If you didn't catch that already, go ahead and check that out. For the month of May, I pretty much don't have anyone to film my riding lessons. My trainer is gone at shows every single weekend, so I'm riding with the assistant trainer, and I just don't even know who I'll ride. I don't even know what horses are still on the property versus who went to the shows. So hopefully videos like this will kind of take up that free space and keep you guys entertained. So we will see you guys all in the next one.